Welcome to today's game between the U16 Major Beige Valley, not Beige Valley Wildcats, just the U16 Major Wildcats taking on the Moncton Thunderbirds. In nets today for the Wildcats, we have number 1, I believe, Jaron Maxwell. In net for the Thunderbirds is number 31, Blake Gallant. And right away, the Thunderbirds are going to ice it. Wildcats get the puck in the zone. Camo with it. He's trying to get control of it, and the Thunderbirds are going to take it away. Trying to move it out of the zone. Pat's going to hit a stick and come up in the air. Ringette puts it back down low. Stop behind the net by Gallant. Thunderbirds trying to move it up the boards. Ringette holds it in again. Put down low and sent even lower by Etteridge. And shot from Banks. Good save by Gallant. Puck coming in front. Banks gets knocked over. Etteridge trying to shoot, and Thunderbirds slap it out of the zone. They're going for a change now. Ringette with it. Getting pressured by Learmouth. Battle for its on the boards, and puck comes to the middle. Shot by Learmouth. Wildcats trying to get it out. And taken behind the net now by Troop. Troop trying to move it up the boards, held in by Mazarod. Coming the other way. Williams Sanford throws that to the front and knocked aside. Grabbed now by Wildcats. Taken behind the net by Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds go D to D. Grabbed now by O'Shea. O'Shea puts it up to the wing and chipping it out with Learmouth. No icing. Beaten out by the Thunderbirds. Stoddard battling for it. Moved up the boards by McCray. Thunderbirds get control of it in their own zone. Picking up that puck, Cousins. Cousins makes a move to the middle and now loses that puck. Coming in on a breakaway. Shot by Pearl. Good save by Gallant. Puck comes back to Pearl. He still has it. Behind the back pass, trying to move that in front for Banks. Puck knocked away. Banks grabs it again. Cut back. Banks gets pinned, but he kicks it free for Sanford. Comes back to Banks. Up top. Shot, and that shot from Gambon's going to miss. Cameron puts it back down low. Grabbed by O'Shea. He's moving it out of the zone. Puck comes up ahead for Nicholson. Thunderbirds regrouping. Puck sent across D to D, putting it in the zone, Zwansfield. Banks going to pick off that pass and open ice, moving it the other way. Cutting to the middle, trying to get a shot off. Thunderbirds poke it away. Puck held in by the Wildcats and then sent down low by Blandon. Thunderbirds with it now, coming around their own net. And they're just going to go boards and out. And this will be an icing on the Thunderbirds. 16:38 left to go here in this one. Shots 2-1 Wildcats. And off the draw, puck comes up to the point and shot. That's going to be shot from Blandon. covered up by Gallant. Puck put down low by the Wildcats. Nickerson with it. Up to Blandon. Back to Nickerson. Trying to cut back. Puck knocked away from him coming through. Nickerson quick to recover. Is going to move that puck low. Terrace trying to send that to the middle. Puck wrapped around. Peters with it. Gets leveled by Terrace. Puck grabbed down low by Ketty now. Ketty trying to move that up the boards. Can't quite, and he just gets flattened. And puck is going to be iced by the Thunderbirds. Theo trying to beat it out, and he beats it out. I don't know why we're calling the ice. Theo literally touched the puck first, and I don't know why it's an icing. He was there. But it is what it is. So we got 15:51 left to go. Thunderbirds within their own zone. They cough it up in front, just turning and firing Etteridge. Camo with it, puts it back low. Etteridge racing for it. He goes through, finishes his hit. Camo, good hit. Theo grabs it. And he's just going to make a pass up the boards. Kicked back to Theo by Martin Carell. Camo trying to move it the other way now. He's going to slap that puck into the zone. Gallant stops it behind the net. Etteridge gets there first. Trying to move it to Camo. He hits the back of the net trying to pass it in front. Theo with it now. Moves that puck over to Blaze. Blaze... Thunderbirds offside, and Blaze just decides to touch it anyway, and that's going to be a whistle. 15:04 left to go in the first period. Off the draw, Wildcats win it, but they lose the puck right away. And Sanford trying to turn it around. He has the puck entering the zone. Gets stick checked there by McNaughton and loses it. Icing the puck again is going to be Chamberlain. And Wildcats get another ozone draw. And off the draw, Pearl going after. He's going to lose that puck, taking it the other way, Blaze. Shot on net, directed aside by Gallant. And Chamberlain's going to throw that up into the rafters. And a penalty for charging? What? No, it's on the Wildcats. It's a penalty for charging. So going to the box, number 18, William Sanford, 2 minutes for hitting the other guy with too hard or charging. I don't know about the charging call. It looked pretty clean. I think the ref just saw it as a really big hit, so he called it. Off the draw, puck back to the point. Stevens with it. Passes it across. Puck comes back over to Stevens. Swanesville gets that from Stevens, and he's going to lose it. Banks gets it out of the zone. Stevens collects it in the neutral, looking for a pass. He moves that up the boards, and then moves that to the middle. Mazzarelli coming the other way. Mazzarelli over to Swansfield, one-timer, and he puts that 10 feet over the net, up into the netting. 13:55 left on the clock for this period. 1:27 left in the power play for the Thunderbirds. And off the draw, Fortin's going to lose that. Puck put the other way. Thunderbirds on the boards, sending that up top to Blaze. Blaze moves that down the side. Theo has it. Moves it even lower, comes back up top to Blaze. Over to O'Shea, trying to go for a one-timer, falls. Grab down low, cycled even lower, controlled behind the net by Theo. Up top to Blaze. Over to O'Shea. Back to Blaze. O'Shea one-timer, and he nails Fortin in the shoulder. And Wildcats are going to take that opportunity to get that puck out of the zone. Ederidge coming the other way with it, going after it. And Gallant trying to pass it up. Fans on it. And now Thunderbirds carry it the other way. O'Shea carries it down the side. Cameron hits him, but O'Shea holds onto the puck. Mazzaroli with it. Puts it low for Theo. Theo up top again for Learmouth. Learmouth over to O'Shea. O'Shea to Wensfield. Over to Mazzaroli. Moves it down low. Puck back to the middle for Mazzaroli. He grabs it. To the side. Puck over to O'Shea. O'Shea with it. Puts it down low. Grabbed by Cameron. Cameron with it. Over to Gambin. Gambin loses that puck, trying to skate it out of the zone. He gets it back. Moves that across to Coleman. Coleman tips it back to Cameron. They ice the puck, but Banks beats it out. Slapped around the zone by the Thunderbirds. Gambin pinching, moves it back down low. Puck behind the net. Zwansfield comes out with it. Thunderbirds trying to put O'Connor on a breakaway, and good defensive stick by Coleman. Banks pokes it past one guy, dodges the hit from Mazzaroli, gets the puck, trying to send it to the middle for Coleman, and Coleman still chasing after it. Puck comes to Banks, and shot from Banks, gonna get directed aside. Puck comes glassing out by the Thunderbirds, and it will be an icing as long as Starter gets back in time, and he will. 11:24 left to go in the period. Shot 6-2 for the Wildcats. And off the draw, Zwansfield going after that puck down low. Battle ensues, and puck comes to the middle. Sent up top by Ketty. Shot from the point by Troop. Puck comes in front. And trying to tuck it in the rebound, Nickerson. He just starts to get ragdolled in front once the puck covered up by Gallant, and there will be a penalty on the Thunderbirds. Well, it's going to be coincidental penalties here for number 3, Declan Steves from the Thunderbirds, and number 9 from the Wildcats, Braden Nickerson. Each 2 minutes for roughing. And personally, I feel like maybe the Thunderbirds are going to get penalized for that, and they will. Steves is going to actually get 2 penalties, meaning that the Wildcats are going to get a power play, which is fair because Nickerson, I don't even know if he deserves the coincidental, but there's definitely no way where we come out of that and it's even strength. So puck won back, collected up top by Troop, across to Ringette. Ringette, shot, and Ketty can't get the tip. Easy save for Gallant. 11:01 left in the period. 1:53 left in the power play for the Wildcats. Off the draw, puck up top to Ringette, and he fumbles it. Comes out of the zone, forces them, the Wildcats, to reset. Troop grabs it now, and I don't even know where that pass was supposed to go to. Misses his mark by a little, and he ices that puck. Wildcats back in their own zone with a D-zone faceoff on their power play. O-zone draw now for the penalty killers, and Thunderbirds. Well, the Wildcats get kicked off the draw, so the Thunderbirds are going to win it back. And they call me sports analyst. One-timer, hits a stick and goes out of play. So far this season, Wildcats 2-1 with a 3-2 win against the Rebels, who are second place in the league. That was their last game they played. And Thunderbirds wrap that around. And a penalty on the play for cross-checking. And it's on the Wildcats. This is, well, there goes the power play. So we're going to have a minute and 27 of 4-on-4. And that 23 seconds of a power play. Sorry, 33 seconds of power play for the Thunderbirds. Going to the box, number 10, Cohen Pearl, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Like I was saying, Wildcats this season, 9th place out of 12. 2-1 their record. 3-2 win against the Rebels, who are in second place in their last game. Thunderbirds, however, are, one sec, Wildcats coming down. Shot by Coleman, he scores! 4-on-4 goal for number 23, Lyndon Coleman. Not really sure who got the assists, but Thunderbirds, like I was saying, they are 12th in the league right now, and they are 0-4-1. Still looking for their first win of the season. And the Wildcats are going to get a goal here to make it 1-0 in the first period. Not even halfway done, too. 10:25 left to go. Puck comes back to Stoddard. Stoddard over to Gosling. Gosling going after that puck. And he's going to hold on to it, looking for a play. Moves that over to Coleman. Coleman with it. Shot and nice glove save by Gallant. And off the draw, Zwansfield has that puck behind his own net. Passes that over to his D partner, and the Thunderbirds come down the ice. Once it hits the red line, Price is going to dump it low, and Wildcats trying to take control of it. Zwansfield shot from the point. Good save there by Maxwell, and he's going to move that puck over to Blandon. Blandon come the other way. Down the ice, and they lose it. Blandon still has it, and he backhands one on, and good save by Gallant. And now a scrum in front. And no penalties, but the face-off will come back to the neutral zone. And off the draw, puck coming the other way now. Thunderbirds trying to move it out of their end, and up to Mazzaroli, and Banks going to poke it away. In 5 seconds, Thunderbirds will have a power play. Price trying to make a pass through someone's legs. Puck comes over to Mazzaroli. Mazzaroli is trying to wheel it. Moves it over to Fortin. Fortin coming in the zone. Little cutback. He gets knocked away from that puck. Price with it. Moves that across. Back over to Price. Price ahead to Mazzaroli. To Fortin and trying to do a toe drag. Loses that one. Banks sends it around. Wansfield with it. He's going to pick it up. Across to Price. And shot and blocker save. Cameron battling for the puck low. Even strength. Gambin moves that around. Ketty going to pick it up. Good pinch by the Thunderbirds. Puck stays in the zone. Gambin with it now. Trying to come the other way. And Etheridge is just going to move that out of the zone. Pearl gets that puck at the red line, dumps it back in. Thunderbirds long stretch pass up to Learmouth. Learmouth shot, good save by Maxwell. It gets past him, and the ref blows the whistle because he thought Maxwell had it, and that was almost bad there. Maxwell, he just dropped the puck. And off the draw, puck coming the other way. Gosling with it, wheeling it, even though the Thunderbirds, they had an O-zone draw. Wildcats quickly turn it around and take a penalty. Going to the box is going to be number 5 for the Thunderbirds, Tyrus Peters. 2 minutes for tripping. Wildcats, second power play of the night. Really the first one because their first power play got cut short after only 33 seconds. And off the draw, Thunderbirds win it, and they're going to ice the puck. Gambin grabs that now. He's holding on to it. Drops it for Sanford. Sanford wheeling it down the ice. Rips a shot. Gallant's going to get a stick on it. Gosling has it now near the hash marks. Sends that up top for Gambin. Over to Sanford, coming down in the middle, shot, and nice save by Gambin. Sanford with it still, and he's gonna lose it. Breen has it low. He loses the puck, and somehow Gallant's helmet falls off. I don't know how. So everyone, even the Wildcats parents, literally both sides are yelling for the ref to blow the whistle because the goalie's not wearing a helmet. And it takes the ref about 10 seconds to realize what's happening and why the entire building is yelling at him. And he finally blows the play down. And off the draw, Wildcats win it just a little too well. Puck comes out of the zone. They still have 1:15 on the power play, though. Regrouping, Ringette over to Troop. Troop comes behind his net, wheeling out, looking for a play, and he loses the puck. He moves it over to Ringette. Ringette with it. Coming down the ice. Over to Nickerson. Nickerson moves that across to Ketty. Ketty racing in after it. And he's going to knock O'Shea off that puck. Ketty gets it, sends that up to the point. Shot from Troop, blocked. And now Thunderbirds come the other way. Grabbed by Lance. And he loses the puck on the stick that was dropped earlier by one of the Wildcats when they got hit. Gambin with it now. Dodges the hit in the center. Still has it. Moves that puck down, trying to push it to Terrace. Terrace can't get there in time. Picked up and regrouped by Coleman, wheeling it into the zone. On the outside now with it. Still has it on the outside. Over to Gambin. Gambin to Terrace. Terrace rips a shot, hits a stick up into the netting. 3 seconds left on the power play for the Wildcats. 5:44 left to go in the period. Still 1-0 game for the Wildcats. I know it was scored by Lyndon Coleman. I don't know who got the assist though, because the game isn't being updated online as it should be. And that puck comes down the ice just before the power play expires, so no icing on the Thunderbirds. Wildcats grab that puck down low, and getting knocked off that puck after his hit is Blandon. From his knees, he tries to regain possession. Coleman moves that up top, and shot from the point. Easy save for Maxwell. 5:22 left to go in the period. Off the draw, little bank by the Thunderbirds. They're controlling it on the outside, trying to pass it to the middle. His Cousins picked off. Etteridge coming the other way. He's going to go boards and down. Camo chasing after it. Steve's going for the body position. Camo's just going to steal that from him up to the point. Shot, and that goes high. Stoddard trying to put that on net. He's going to miss. Etteridge calls off that puck. Camo on the back check. Thunderbirds just throw it away. Iced by the Wildcats. And Wildcats back in their own zone after the icing. Can't change. They were going to, but unable. Off the draw, shot from the point, and it's going to be blocked. Puck behind the net, battle for it, and it comes free. And now Thunderbirds get it down low. Mazzarello. I can't say his name right now, but he hits the crossbar. And then there's a penalty, so the Thunderbirds hold their goalie. They have 6-on-5, and the Wildcats finally touch it. Mazzarello. And taking the penalty is going to be number 9, Braden Nickerson. So Thunderbirds' second power play of the night. Sorry, Thunderbirds' third power play of the night here. And off the draw, puck comes down low. Blandon moves that around. Held in at the point by Bless. Shot from O'Shea, and it goes high. Thrown out of the zone by Breen. Blois has it over to O'Shea, and he loses it. Sanford grabs it, coming back into his own zone. He shoots it down the ice. Breen all alone, but Gallant's going to stop and shoot it out of the zone. He passes that puck all the way up to Theroux. Fortin gets it over to Blois. Blois coming the other way. Down the ice. Over to O'Shea. O'Shea is going to lose it to Sanford. Luckily, help arrives, and they're going to hold the puck in. Thunderbirds, but O'Shea loses it on the point. Breakaway for Sanford. Coming in on Gallant. Nice move, but Gallant reads him like a book. But he throws it in front for Breen, and it goes over his stick. Thunderbirds trying to take it the other way. They have 55 seconds left on the power play. Cousins over to Fortin. Fortin up to Theroux. Theroux back to Cousins. Shot. What a save by Maxwell. Breen with it now. He's going to flick that out of the zone. Steves keeps it from getting too far. He's holding on to that puck. Steves sends it back for Zwinsfield. Pass to the middle for Mazzarelli. He has it. Trying to make a move, and he's knocked over by Cameron. Ketty gets it low. Over to Cameron. Cameron Kicks it free with his feet, still controlling it low. And he's going to lose it. Puck at the point now. Shot and fanned on. Ketty with it, coming the other way. Pearl gets it, pushes it ahead. Swinsfield with it. Over to Steves. Back to Swinsfield. And he's going to wheel it, coming down the right side. Power play expires, even strength. Now Ketty trying to throw it out of the zone. Offside by a mile are the Thunderbirds. And we got 2:17 left on the clock for this period. Shots 12-6 Wildcats, and they're leading 1-0. And off the draw. Pearl off the draw, puck coming towards the Thunderbirds end. It enters the blue line, but puck comes out. Pearl trying to hold it in is going to be offside with his efforts. 2:10 left to go. And off the draw, puck makes its way back up to O'Connor. O'Connor loses it as Ringette picks it up. Ringette ahead to Ketty. Ketty coming the other way. Puck sent down low. Terrace on the chase. Trying to just throw it out of the zone. It's going to be Nicholson. But the puck forced back in. Good play by the Wildcats. And they grab that puck low. Coleman trying to go to Terrace. Nicholson gets it. Wraps it around the boards. Pearl grabs it now. Good dodge of the hit there. Puts it up for Terrace. Terrace trying to cut the circle and drive. He's going to cut back and drop it for Ringette. Ringette throws it on. Shot. Rebound pops free. And puck slapped out of the zone by the Thunderbirds. It will be an icing. Yes, it will be. As the Wildcats race back for it. I mean, when I say race back, I mean slowly skate back as Matthews tries to beat it out. He does not beat it out. And now he's tired and he's stuck on the ice. And off the draw. Shot from McCray. Sorry, McCray over to Gosling. Gosling's going to hit the crossbar with this shot. Matthews with it. Nice pass over to Nicholson. Nicholson trying to go the other way. Wildcats on the back check. Keep it in. And a big punch to the face by Gosling is going to get a penalty. Gosling gets 2 minutes for interference. And there's a battle for the puck. It's like the 4th power play of the period by the Wildcats. 57 seconds left. There's a battle for the puck. I don't know if Gosling got slashed, but he just punched a guy in the face. He didn't have the puck. So it's going to be an interference call. I think that guy might have, the guy had the puck, and then he lost in the battle. And he might have slashed Gosling because he was not happy with him. Off the draw, puck over to O'Shea. O'Shea, D to D. To Blaise, and O'Shea falls over trying to get that pass, but Theroux is going to luckily recover. The invisible stick strikes again, and puck thrown down the ice by the Wildcats. Sorry, not by the Wildcats, by the Thunderbirds. Gallant then hits his own net trying to make a pass up the boards. Fortin's going to get that puck after Gallant tries the second time. Fortin with it now. Controlling it. Still controlling it, coming the other way. And he just gets sidelined. Fortin gets sidelined by one of the Wildcats. And this is going to be a kneeing penalty. Never mind, it's tripping. I don't know why that. McCray is going to go to the box here. 2 minutes for tripping. And that's going to put the Wildcats down 5-on-3 for the next 17 seconds. Then the period will end and the 5-on-3 will continue in the second. But what I'm saying is, how is that a trip? That's a knee if it's anything. I don't think that's a trip. So if the ref wants to call that, he needs to call it the right thing. Steve's with it at the point. Moves it down low and just trying to drive it to the net is going to be Fortin. But Maxwell shuts the door. 7 seconds left. Put in front. Shot. misses. 3 seconds at the point. Thero just rips a shot. Tipped by Fortin, misses. That's all for the first. So after one, shots 13-7. It shows because it's 1-0 for the Wildcats. And right now they have a minute 3 of 5-on-3 to kill, and then they have 40 seconds of 5-on-4 to kill when we come back in the second period, which will be in 10 to 15 minutes. And we're back with the second period of the game between the U16 Valley Wildcats and the Moncton Thunderbirds. So after one, Wildcats leading 1-0, but right now the Wildcats are actually killing a 5-on-3 penalty for the next 50 seconds. Thunderbirds coming out their own end. Steves has it, trying to take it the other way. Dishes that out to the side. Mazzaroli has it. Back up top to Steves. Zanefeld with it. Up to Steve, shot, and that's going to put it over the net. And that's going to get wrapped around the boards by Ringette and iced. 20 seconds left on 5-on-3, but then they still have a 5-on-4 power play. The Thunderbirds do. Zanefeld's with it. Over to Steves. Steves up to Fortin. Fortin to Mazzaroli. Terrio going after it. And he is going to lose that puck. 5-on-4 now. Terrio regains possession of it, trying to go up to Zanefeld, and it gets poked, checked, and goes off target once it hits the stick. Mazzaroli has it. Down low to Terrio. Terrio, Zanefeld. Across to Steves. Steves puts it on net, and Camo blocks it with the stick, but drops it. He goes back to get his stick. And now Fortin has it. Fortin to Terrio. Terrio with it low. Dodges a hit. It goes back over to Fortin. Moves that puck up top to Blaze. To Fortin, to Terrio, to Mazzaroli. Shot, and good save by Maxwell, and it stays out. And a big fight happening in front of the net now. And there's going to be a few penalties dished out on the play. And the power plays are over now. It's even strength. And getting a penalty for the Wildcats is going to be number 3, Colby True. 2 minutes for getting beat up in front of the net. And also going to the box is going to be number 7, Colby Terrio. 2 minutes for being an abuser in front. So we're still even strength, 5-on-5, but the Wildcats are in the D zone right now. Breen gets that puck low and throws it away. It's going to get held in the zone by Learmouth and put back down low. And now, good breakout pass there by Stoddart. Pearl with the shot. Rebound comes out of the zone. Thunderbirds trying to turn it around. Stoddart holds it in, but Learmouth gets it. Shot from Learmouth. It's going to get into the zone. Pearl coming in and finish the hit. Puck comes in front, and Stoddart's going to carry that away. Moves that over to Sanford. Sanford makes a move, trying to get to the middle, and covered up by Gallant. 17:33 left to go here in this one. And shots 15-7. Wildcats still doubling the shots of the Thunderbirds, despite being a 5-on-3 penalty kill. And off the draw, Banks moves that. Well, he wins it back up to the point. Shot blocked by O'Connor. Banks grabs it now, regrouping Blandon, gets that into the zone. Blandon holding on to it, and he's going to lose it. Puck sent down by Nicholson. Matthews going after. It's an ice by the Thunderbirds. 17-12 left to go. Off the draw, Cup coming the other way. Gets past Blandon. Matthews is going to lose it. Peters puts it down in the zone. Blandon regains it. Nice pass to the middle from McCray. It's just can't hold on to it. Now Banks curves it low. Trying to throw it in front. Hits a skate. Banks still going after the puck low. And Thunderbirds trying to pass out of the zone. Banks drops his stick, and the puck hits that stick, comes to Blandon, shot and tipped. But Gallant's going to hold on to it. Off the draw. Shot. Comes into the zone. Shot from the point. Hit the stick. Nickerson knocks it down and gets control of it. Trying to take a shot. It's going to get blocked. He regains possession, and he gets it on the boards. And I don't know where the call is. Nickerson gets tackled. And Gosling trips over the invisible stick. Thunderbirds trying to come the other way now. And Maxwell moves it over to Ringette. Ringette to Nickerson. And puck held in by Cousins. Puck up to Terrace now. Terrace going after and on the boards. Zanefeld's going to get it out. No, he's not. Puck stays in. Terrace coming through the middle. Shot. Nice save by Gallant. He's going to knock that down. Hold on to it. And off the draw, that puck coming around the zone, and Thunderbird's going to throw it out, and it will be no icing. Camo trying to grab that puck on the boards. Cousins working his way to the middle and knocked away by Etteridge. Etteridge wheeling it the other way. Barely onside. Shot from Etteridge, and puck drops down. And it's going to be stopped by Gallant. And off that draw, Blaze moves that puck around the boards. Good stick there by Etteridge to hold it in. Puck in McCray skates, and huge hit thrown by McCray there on Martin Carroll. Martin Carroll, sorry. And puck thrown in front by the Thunderbirds. Wildcats trying to poke away, shot, misses. Thunderbirds really turning up the pressure here now, trying to get their first one of the night, and Wildcats move that up the boards. Chip pass by Camo. He dives trying to poke it free for Etteridge. But the Thunderbirds defense are going to poke it, move it away from his stick, and turn the puck up ice. Mazzaroli puts it low. Puck coming off the boards now. Etteridge grabs that. Glasson out he goes. Puck skips past Learmouth. Where's the hand pass? And offside by a mile! What is this? Thunderbirds come the other way. It's a 3-on-0. Terrio shot, they score! What just happened? Wildcats went offside not once, but twice. The puck was offside, and someone on the Wildcats pulled the puck back over the blue line. Well, it was offside. Where's the call? And then he goes into the zone while they're still offside and quickly cuts out. Where's the call? And now somehow the Thunderbirds have a 3-on-0, and they score. 1-1 game now. Kobe Terrio getting that one. Terrio moves that puck up to Fortin, and he's going to lose it. Terrio gets it back. Try to pass it in front. Puck knocked away. Puck sent in front by them, and then Terrio scores again! Fortin moves it in front, and Terrio scores twice in 2 shots. And now the shots are 18-10 Wildcats, but the Thunderbirds are winning 2-1. .14-20 left to go in this one, and another goal for Wildcats. Sorry, not Wildcats, Thunderbirds. And off the draw, puck comes back. Grabbed by Troop. Troop to Gosling. To McCray. McCray trying to get that puck out of the zone. Can't quite. Puck pushed ahead. This will be an ice. Nope, no ice. And Gallant hit behind the net by Banks. No call. Thunderbirds trying to force it out of the zone. And Banks taking it the other way. Cuts to the middle and good back check by the Thunderbirds. At the point though, shot from Coleman, and that goes almost into the canteen. If there was no net, the puck hit the roof and then would have gone into the canteen, but it hits the netting. We almost had a deep-fried puck. I wonder how deep-fried rubber tastes. That would have ruined all the fries they're making, though. And off the draw, Terrace has it up the wall. A little cutback, and he loses that. But luckily, to save the day, Ringette's going to hold that puck in the zone. Thunderbirds trying to get it out, and there's no try. It's a do. And Ketty with it now, trying to force it towards the goal. Unable to do so. Ringette with it. Loses it. Troop tried to take the other way, and he loses it. Shot, and nice close save by Maxwell. 13-18 left to go in the second period. Shots now 18-11. Wildcats and the Thunderbirds lead 2-1. And off the draw, Thunderbirds grab that. And they're going to kick it up to the point. Zenefeld steps into a slap shot, misses. Martin Carroll moves it back down low, and Gambin bumps it up the boards. Camo trying to force it out. Shot by Steves, rebound, and quickly taken aside by Stoddard. Puck over to Camo. Camo now gets that red line and nails it right off the linesman. Thunderbirds are getting into it. And there's a stoppage, interference call on the Thunderbirds. And the Wildcats fans, they're loving it. Going to the box here is going to be number 3, second penalty of the game, Declan Steve. 2 minutes for interference. Wildcats, that is their third power play of the night. Haven't made anything happen for the first 2, but let's see if they can change it up on the third. Wildcats obviously get an ozone draw here. 12:46 left in the second. And off the draw, that's going to get sent down the ice. Stopping it behind his net is Maxwell. Moves that up the boards, grabbed by Sanford. Sanford coming the other way, and he runs into Pearl, and puck taken by O'Connor, and he's skating that back into his own zone. Puck comes up the boards. O'Connor takes it again, but this time he's going to move it over to Matthews. Matthews loses it to Gambin. Gambin behind his own net. Already 30 seconds have elapsed, and I don't know if the Wildcats have made it out of their own zone. Gambin gets over to Pearl, and they make it across the treacherous blue line, across to the other one. Pearl moves that puck back to Sanford. Sanford over to Gambin. Shot off the crossbar. Pearl with it. Sends that low. Grabbed now by Breen. Over to Gambin. Over to Breen. Rips a shot. Easy save for Gallant. 1 second under a minute. So 59 seconds left on the power play. 11:45 left to go in this one. Ozone draw here for the Wildcats. Trying to make something work on the power play. And off the draw, Thunderbirds win it. Puck coming around the zone. And Blandon trips up Coleman. And Coleman just gets flying kicked by Blandon and the person he knocked over. Coleman in some distress. 2 people just went flying into him. So 50 seconds left on the power play. Neutral zone draw. Off the draw, Blandon with it. And he makes a move, and he brings it in the zone himself. And he tries to make another move, and poked away by Martin Carroll. Over to Terrace. He has it on the wall, controlling it. He tries to make a move around Martin Carroll. He holds onto the puck, but Carroll forces him into a very not good position. He cuts to the middle anyway. And rebound, puck put in. What do we mean, no goal? Never mind, Terrace is on top of the goalie. I agree completely. I didn't know where Terrace was. He just kind of disappeared. And Terrace is going to the box for interference. I'm also like 90% sure that Terrace got hit onto the goalie. But that should be a goal, I think, because I think Terrace was hit onto the goalie. But maybe the ref's calling it because Terrace didn't get off the goalie quick enough. Maybe something like that. But Terrace gets 2 minutes for goalie interference. So now 29 seconds of 4-on-4, and then the Thunderbirds are going to have a minute 31 power play. The Wildcats score, but waved off because of the goalie interference. But I think if I wind that back, I think you'll be able to see that Terrace got hit onto the goalie. Banks with it, all across to Gosling, coming into the zone. He's going to lose that puck. He goes for all body on Peters, and then he puts that loose puck over to McCray. Gosling picks it up again when McCray gets hit. Terrio grabs it now. And long stretch pass up to Fortin. Coming in on Maxwell's shot and misses. Turned out even strength. Power play now for the Thunderbirds. Gambin draws that for Banks. Banks up to McCray. McCray coming into the zone. He gets hit off the puck, and he's trying to wrap it around the boards, but he's knocked out. Thunderbirds take it the other way. Price brings it into the zone, drops it for Terrio, who drops it for Fortin, who drops it for no one because there's not another guy behind him. Fortin moves that down low to Price, and shot. Nice save by Maxwell. Holds on. 10-12 left to go in the period. 58 seconds left on that power play. And off the draw, puck coming down the boards and dropped for Steves. Steves moves it down low. Controlled now by Mozzarelli to Zanefeld and shot, and they score. And that's another power play goal. Wait, no, that's their first power play goal. It is now 3-1 Thunderbirds with 10:56 left to go. And I don't want to say the Wildcats are kind of getting cooked by the refs, but that is exactly what is happening right now. If the refs didn't, I think there's two main calls the ref missed that has contributed to the Thunderbirds getting 2 goals. First, that offside they missed. If they called it, Thunderbirds wouldn't have win score. Now there's a scrum in front. And then, of course, the penalty on Terrace. I don't know about that one. That one might have been a bit of a stretch. But, Wildcats get a power play out of this. I don't know how, but I look like if anyone takes 2 people, I feel like that's the scrum that should be taking 2. But going to the box, number 20, Mason Zenefeld, 2 minutes for roughing. Wildcats, another power play. Let's see if they can score like they did on the last one, but hopefully this time it actually counts. Gosling to Terrace, trying to cut to the middle, knocked away from him. Matthews throws it out of the zone. Gosling across to Stoddard, trying to go up to Nickerson, and stolen by O'Connor, moved down low. Battle for the puck on the boards, and Nickerson runs into the ref, giving the back checkers a little bit extra time, but he still manages to skate past them, and he shoots that puck high. Ketty has now on the boards, trying to move it to Nickerson. His boy skates, and that one Cobbs in front, Galanton covered up. And the Wildcats get a 5-on-3 for a minute 20. They must score now. Getting that penalty, number 22, Elliot Blois. 2 minutes for roughing. And that one was a little bit soft, but the ref doesn't want any more shenaniganery. That's why I called that one. So they have a chance. But the scorekeepers put the penalty on the wrong side. And off the draw, Steve's trying to throw it out of the zone. Held in, tries to throw it out again. Coleman keeps it in. Put down on the wall. Grabbed by Sanford. Sanford to Coleman. Coleman, it's beautiful. And it lives in. We go through to Gammon. Hopefully this will be beautiful. And pass down low to Breen. He misses the pass. Good pinch there by Sanford. Up top to Coleman. Over to Sanford. To Coleman. Shot, and Galant's going to hold on. And Ozone draw now. They still have 44 seconds at the 5-on-3. Coleman with it. He has it in the zone. Over to Sanford. Sanford back to Coleman. He's right down the main street. Shot. Rebound. And puck comes out. Good save by Gallant. Wildcats, good attempt though. Coleman pushing it. Coming the other way. He has so much room. Coming in. Rips a shot. Rebound. He gets it in. Second goal of the night for number 23, Lyndon Coleman. He chips it over Gallant, who tried, so he shoots it. It's blocked. And Gallant trying to come out and cover the puck. Coleman's little chip over top, and he's going to capitalize second time. And the Wildcats still have a power play for a minute and 3. Now it's 3-2. And off the draw, puck comes back. Blandon going after it. He has it now in his own zone. Blandon coming the other way. Trying to stretch it ahead to Terrace. Thornton gets a stick on it, tipping it. Terrace, good pressure there. And puck gets past the Cameron on the point. Blandon with it now. Coming the other way. Moves that to Terrace. Terrace gets it coming into the zone. Over to Blandon. Shot blocked by O'Shea. Terrace grabs it now. Moves that puck. Over to Cameron. Back to Terrace. And Terrace taken down. The Wildcats fans are asking, where is the call? I don't know about that one. I think that one is like, I don't know. Maybe a penalty, maybe not. But Terrace gets the puck back. Little cut back. And he gets hit on the boards. But he comes free. And I just want to know where the guy's giving him a bear hug. And there's no call. Power play almost over. It is over now. Pearl with it. Over to Terrace. Terrace has it. Little cut back. Up to the point. Cameron fans on the shot, but the rebound's there. And Pearl trying to hold that puck in the zone, but it's tipped by him, so it's not an icing. Blandon gets hit there by Cousins, who's racing after that puck. Puck up the boards. Blandon chips it past Peters. Finishes his hit on him, too. Theroux moves that, and what a pass by Theroux to Mazzaroli. And nice save by Maxwell. That Terrio trying to put that puck in front, held out. And now puck thrown to the front by the Thunderbirds. Sorry, I forgot they were called for a second. Mazzaroli trying to go across the Terrio. Pearl gets a stick on it. Maxwell covers it up. 6:02 left to go in the second period, and it's 25-18 the shots for the Wildcats, who are trailing 3-2. And off the draw, Troop with it. Is going to lose it. Puck to the point, Steves. And Enridge gets a stick on it, trying to poke it away. Steves gets a hit. Lance loses it, comes to Ringette. Ringette trying to get it out of the zone. Over to Camo. Lance pokes it away. And Mazzaroli. McNaughton is going to miss the net there by a substantial sum, let's just say. Puck went back down low by the Thunderbirds. Troop trying to control it down behind his own net. And Thunderbirds are going to pick his little pocket, and they steal it from him. Puck coming around the boards now. Wildcats trying to get it out of their own zone, and Camo grabs it, moves that across to Ederidge. And Zanefeld moves it back down towards the Wildcats end near the blue line, a tie-up. The puck comes free, shot off the shin pads, and that's offside? Okay, offside on the Thunderbirds. 4:57 left to go in this one. Off the draw. Puck comes back to O'Shea. O'Shea moves it into the zone. Gosling with it. Trying to send that puck over. Unable to do so. Martin Carroll puts that to Blaze. Blaze puts it down low. Wildcats trying to get it out now. Coleman on the boards with it. Puck gets past him, and Maxwell barely gets a pad on that one to keep that out. Gosling sends it over to Coleman, and nice stick by Blaze to keep it. Coleman from entering his zone. McCray, last man back, gets that puck, wrapping it around the boards. Thunderbirds are going to get it and hold it in. Going for a big hit there, Banks. He's going to miss, but then finishing what he started, McCray. Puck gets down to the zone. Coleman beats out the icing. He's hit from behind. Banks with it now. Up to Stoddart. Stoddart. Shot blocked by Martin Carroll. Banks gets the puck though, and before he crosses the red line, he dumps it. Like before he goes back across the red line to make it an icing. Thunderbirds first stretch pass up to Matthews. Terrio grabs it. And good back check by Breen. Breaks up that play, sends it back to Gosling. Breen gets control of it now, entering the zone. Cuts to the middle, shot, and good save by Gallant. And Breen gets tripped up by Terrio into the goalie. Three minutes, 33 seconds left to go here. Shots 26-19 for the Thunderbirds. Sorry, for the Wildcats, but the Thunderbirds are winning 3-2. Off the draw, Pearl gets it. Trying to move it to Breen. Breen just can't get there, but Sanford does. To Breen in front, he fans on the shot, but Gavin has it in the middle and just shoot the puck. He tries to do too many stick handles. Can't get the puck off. Trying to get out of his zone, Price. He ends up shooting it straight at his D partner's face. Blandon holds it in. Sanford with it, moves that down the wall for Breen. Breen trying to go in front for Sanford. And now it's in some skates, gets past Pearl. Blandon trying to step up, gets past him, but it does come back. Breen grabs it over to Gambin. Head to Blandon, Blandon to Sanford. Puts it down low. Grabbed by Pearl. Pearl moves it low. Grabbed by Martin Carroll. And he's going to lose it. Pearl in front for Sanford. Turn and fires and knocked away. Good hit on the play by Sanford. Blandon with it. Shot. He gets clobbered. Battle for that puck and a penalty. I think it's on the Wildcats, and yes, it is. Going to the box, 2 minutes for cross-checking, number 22, Madden Blandon. Two-minute penalty for the Wildcats. 2:19 left in the second period, and it's still a 2-3 game Thunderbirds. It's close. And off the draw, puck coming out of the zone over to Zenefeld. Zenefeld controlling it, slides that puck down low. Mazzarelli moves it back up top. Stevens over to Mazzarelli. Little cutback over to Stevens. Shot tipped up into the scoreboard. Minute 58 left in the period and 1:39 left on the power play. And off the draw, Steves with that puck over to Zenefeld. Up top to Steves. Shot and gets tipped down. Cousins knocks over one of the Wildcats. And he's laying on the puck, and then he just gets cross-checked in the face. Mazzarelli just cross-checked him in the face. I don't know, that's not a call. But he's up, he's okay. 1:46 left to go in the period. Off the draw, that puck coming out of the zone over to Zenefeld. Puck sent to the middle, shot, and it's gonna miss. Mazzarelli moves it up top. Steves with it. He rips a shot and tipped aside. At the top now, puck over to Zenefeld. Zenefeld with it. Over to Steves, back to Zenefeld, back to Steves. Over to Zenefeld, shot! And it goes through Maxwell's legs, but it misses the net wide. Steves with it now. Bumps that puck up to Learmold. Over to Zenefeld. Zenefeld up top to O'Shea, to Learmouth. Back to Zenefeld. Sends out across to Terrio. He gets hit pretty hard. Up top to Learmouth. Over to Zenefeld. Zenefeld. Learmouth. Moves that over to O'Shea. Shot. Rebound. Trying to get it out. And someone just gets cross-checked in the face by O'Shea. O'Shea throws another cross-check. And now puck picked up by Nickerson. And he's going to move that out of the zone. 25 seconds left. We're going to be even strength in 3. And McCray going after that puck, trying to hold it in the Thunderbirds' end. Banks grabs it now. Over to Coleman, looking for the hat trick. Never mind, throws it to the middle for Banks. 10 seconds left. Pass doesn't connect. Cameron with the shot. Good save by Gallant, comes over the net. 3 seconds, and that will do it. So far after 2, a scrum develops. And so far after 2, nice fight in there. After 2, 3-2 Thunderbirds, shots 30-21 Wildcats. Yeah, this is nice. Very physical game so far. And someone lost their helmet. But that's going to be all. We'll be back with third period in 10 to 15 minutes. And we're back with the third period of the game between the U16 Valley Wildcats and the Moncton Thunderbirds. And right away, that's going to be an icing on the Thunderbirds. So far, after two, Wildcats outshooting the Thunderbirds 30-21, but trailing 3-2. Wildcats have also taken a few penalties, you could say, just a few, and that has cost them a lot as the Thunderbirds have been capitalizing on the power play, or at least if the Wildcats are on the penalty kill, they're not scoring goals. And off the draw, Hunt getting right onto that puck. Breen battles for it, trying to move that up top, and gets past him, coming the other way with it. Cousins taking it to the middle, shot, and covered up by Maxwell. 9:34 left to go in this game. And off the draw, puck up top to Price. I don't know if he was trying to shoot that, but he missed. But I think it was a dump. Puck back over to Price, and shot, tip, and held on by Maxwell. And off the draw, puck comes back. Troop grabs it and trying to pass it out of his zone. Fans on the pass. Puck coming back to the middle. Terrace with it. Trying to move it ahead. High stick on the Thunderbirds. And that will result in a whistle. And off the draw, Blyce has it. Puck comes back to him. Thunderbirds breakout pass, but it hits the Wildcats defender and comes down the ice and covered up by Maxwell. The fifth whistle in a minute, and we're at 19 minutes exactly left in this one. And off the draw, puck comes back to the point for the Thunderbirds. Shot, and Maxwell covers it up. And it's like a whistle every 7 seconds. And off the draw, that puck coming around the boards. Etteridge with it and loses it. Boyce moves that puck over. And getting a stick on it. Mataroli to keep it from being ice. Blandon fakes the pass, then moves it off the boards. Camo trying to bump it to the middle. No one there. Puck held in at the point. Blandon picks it up now, coming around. Cycles that for Camo. Camo coming the other way. Little chip, and he's going, but Boyce is going to make it there first. Puck sent down the ice, and no ice. Blandon is going to grab it now, coming around the net. Wheeling out the side, and two of the Thunderbirds run into each other. And now it's a 5-on-3. But a shot hits a stick and comes up into the netting. And in some pain, Mazzaroli, he is having difficulty standing. And he makes his way to his bench. 18:01 left to go here in the third period. And off off the draw. Point pass over to Gosling, and he bobbles it, and Thunderbirds are going to have a breakout. McCray in his own, taking that puck back to his own end, over to Gosling. Gosling moves that up the boards. Chip pass by Banks. He's going in to grab it. Moves that down the side. Bump to the middle. Coleman's going to pick it off, move it backwards. Grabbed by Banks now. Banks throws it to the middle for Coleman. Rips a shot high. Gosling with it now. He's going to grab that puck low. Quickly hit off it. O'Connor moves that up the boards, and Coleman keeps it in. Nice shot from the point, and good glove save by Gallant. 17-21 left to go in the third. Ozone draw here for the Thunderbirds. And off the draw, Thunderbirds are going to move that puck out of the zone. Troop with it. He grabs it. And trying to make a pass out of the zone. It's going to be blocked with the leg of Chamberlain. Chamberlain working with it low, trying to keep it in the zone. And a hand pass called on the Thunderbirds. Puck coming into the neutral zone. 17:05 left to go in this one. And off the draw, puck coming around the ice. Sanford with it, little cutback. Puck sent down low. Pearl has it, and it's going to be lost. And puck up to Surrett. Surrett moves it to Sanford, and Sanford loses it. Price gets it, sends that puck across, and Cousins gets hit into the Wildcat bench by, who was that by? By Troop. And that shot from outside the blue line, well, the Thunderbirds are offside, leaves Maxwell dropping the puck for his defenseman. Little bank pass, get it out of the zone. No icing as it hits one of the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds trying to get it out, up to Terrio. Terrio trying to bump that to the middle. Breen holds it in, but I don't even know what he tried to do with it. Fortin's going to steal it. Thunderbirds coming around, puck up to Price. Price is going to lose it. Breen moves it low to Sanford. Sanford trying to pass it to the middle. Pass blocked. Sanford gets it back. Little cut back, a move. And he's being grabbed. Okay, and there's a call. And going to the box here is going to be the Thunderbirds. Getting the penalty, number 4, Evan Price. 2 minutes for holding. So, 15:56 left to go in the third period. 2-minute power play for the Wildcats, who are still trailing by 1. They were, at one point, leading the shots by 11, but the Thunderbirds are starting to close the gap. Wildcats only leading by 5 now. And off the draw, puck coming around the boards, and Blandon's going to grab it. Blandon with it. Little drop. Nickerson moves that puck across to Cameron. Cameron entering the zone on the left side. Comes down by the hash marks, trying to throw it to the middle. Hits a skate. Back up top to the point. Keddy to Cameron. Cameron rips a shot. Nice save by Gallant. 15:27 left to go. 1:32 left in the power play. And off the draw, puck coming up to the point, and it's going to be held in. Banks, nice move with it. Coming behind the net, looking for a play. Good job not to just throw it to the front. Over to Cameron. Cameron back to Banks. Banks now has it on the top of the zone. Moves that over to Coleman. Coleman moves that puck down low for McCray, and he misses the pass. Luckily, Blandon's going to regain possession. Coleman moves that over to Cameron. Cameron with it now. Look up back. Move over to Coleman. Coleman to Banks. Banks. Backdoor for Blandon. They can't get the puck in. Rebound. Stays out. McCray Over to Cameron. Shot, and he misses the net. Gallant has no stick. Bang. Throws that back in front. No one can get there, and the puck comes out of the zone. 43 seconds left on the power play now. Coleman with it. Coming the other way. He's wheeling, and puck poked away from him. Puck held in, though, by Cameron at the point. Coming down. Moves that across to McCray. McCray fires it on net. Now grab. McCray moves that over to Coleman. Coleman. Shot. Blandon trying to get a tip on it, and the puck comes out of the zone. Good job by the Thunderbirds with the penalty kill. Now Coleman on it. Coming down the ice. Cuts to the middle. Rips a shot. Hits a body. Goes high. Blandon trying to take that to the front. McCray has it. Even strength now. McCray drops that puck for Cameron. Cameron, what a toe drag to the middle. It bangs, touches the puck, and doesn't let Cameron just skate with it. That might cost them here. Thunderbirds trying to take it the other way. And now Cameron regains possession of it in the Thunderbirds zone. McCray with it. Trying to move that puck across. And Thunderbirds are going to steal that puck from Cameron on the boards. Zenefeld coming the other way, moves that puck into the zone. Zenefeld with it. Sanford falls over. Fortin throws that in front, and puck gets away there from Cousins. Never mind, he gets it back. Shot, rebound. Terrio with it. Puts that low. Fortin on it. Gets that behind the net. Terrio. Looking for Terrio. Fortin throws it to the front. Puck comes to the front, knocked away by Bland, and this will be an icing. And yes, icing. So 12:53 left to go here in the third period. Shots 34-27 Wildcats. So ozone draw now for the Wildcats. Sorry, not the Wildcats, for the Thunder. And sorry, not the Thunder. Thunderbirds. Thunder's a different team. Blandon glassing out. Sanford trying to force the puck the other way. Thunder offside, and yeah, that's going to be an offside call. Puck going all the way down into the ozone for the Wildcats. Wildcats ozone draw now, still trailing by 1. 12:46 left to go in the game. And off the draw, Wildcats win it back, but they put it in between the 2D. No one's going to pick it up. Grab now by the Wildcats, and long stretch pass by Stoddard. McCray racing for it, knocks it away from Steves. Blythe picks it up, and good job. Good pinch by Gambin. Rips a shot. Blythe is going to block that. Steves with it now. He moves that up the boards, and chip pass Stoddard. Coming the other way, Mozzarella over to Learmouth, and he gets knocked off the puck. Good play there by McCray. Battling for that puck. 12:03 left to go in this one. Big hits thrown. Learmouth with it. Trying to throw that in front, unable to do so. Puck coming the other way. Shot, and it's going to miss. Puck pushed ahead to Camo. Blois is going to pick it off. Chip trying to get that to Learmouth, and Stoddard's going to pick it up and take it the other way. And Stoddard trying to make a pass to Gammon. Gammon loses it in his feet. Excellent back check by Gammon to minimize the damage from that cough up. Shot, they score! 5-hole! Shot by Chamberlain, squeaks in the 5-hole of Maxwell. And that's going to make it 4-2 Thunderbirds. 11:21 left to go here in this one. And And we have a 12-second timeout called by the 30-second timeout called by the Wildcats. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And center ice draw. Shots 34-28 for the Thunderbirds. For the Wildcats, and the Thunderbirds are doubling their score. Puck comes back to Ringette. Ringette to Terrace. Terrace wheeling it up the right side. Wildcats got to get something going here. Thunderbirds playing excellent, though. McNaughton takes it the other way, and he forces it into the Wildcat zone. Gosling going after it. And he's going to put that puck, making it free to be picked up by Ringette. But then Chamberlain's going to grab it, and Ketty going after it. He goes for the reverse hit. Chamberlain doesn't fall over, and he's trying to take that puck. O'Connor with it in the front, trying to get a shot off. And Nickerson trying to go a little chip and go. Reverses Connor, but he does lose the puck. Gosling with it behind his own net now. To Terrace. Terrace moves that to Coleman, and then he loses the puck trying to make a move. McNaughton with it. Lots of pressure from the Wildcats. And Price with it now. Drops that puck back, but no one there. Wildcats going to get there. That's definitely a charging penalty. No call, though. Thunder take it the other way. Move that puck into the zone. Ringette picks it up behind the net, trying to get it out. Just can't. Peters stops. Trying to get a shot, and they lose it. Coming the other way now is Coleman on the breakaway. Never mind, one-on-one shot, and blocked by Steves. Steves has that puck in his own zone now. He's going to go boards and out. Puck sent back into the zone by Troop, and he's going to nail it off McCray, and that will be an offside. 9:47 left to go in this game. McCray trying to come to the bench in pain, and his coach just sends him back out. And off the draw. Puck comes back to Troop, and he mixes it. Terrio coming the other way, and he barely dodges a shoulder to the face from Cameron. Puck sent ahead to McCray. McCray with it. Controlling it in the zone. Moves that to Sanford in front shot. And just misses. Nice move by McCray. Troop trying to hold that line. He does not. Fortin trying to move it down the ice. Puck kicks back to Terrio. Long stretch pass up ahead. Getting a stick on it is going to be Cousins to keep that from being an ice. That puck comes down the ice, but no icing. Steve's on it. Puck getting sent down the ice by the Thunder, and it's going to stop before the goal line. No icing for them either. Cameron with it now, wheeling it behind his own net. Forced to push that aside to Troop. Troop up to McCray, and taken away from him. Fortin moves that down the boards. Nice move by Troop. He still has the puck, and he's going to throw it up the boards. Mazzaroli puts it back down low, and Cameron, nice fake, but it is read by the Thunder. Shot by Blois, and it's going to go wide. Troop with it now. Trying to throw it up the boards, held in. Taking that puck down low, Martin Carroll. Nice move. Down low by Carey. Still has the puck. Chipping it, trying to chip it up the boards and get it out. This will be a penalty on the Wildcats. And it's a head contact penalty. Cameron tried to follow up that puck and free it for Sanford. He's going to get a head contact. And this is going to be potentially a 4-minute penalty on Cameron. And this is just going to be a 2-minute penalty on Cameron here. And right off the draw, Wildcats get the puck. Terrace trying to ice it. Never mind. Why ice it when you could just carry it? Sends that puck across the banks. What a move, cutting back, and it gets poked away from him. Steves is going to get a penalty, I believe. And he throws that puck down the ice. That's got to be unsportsmanlike. I'm kidding. Going to the box here is going to be number 24, not Steve. I guess Alexei Fortin. 2 minutes are hooking. So now we got 4-on-4 for 1:49, and then 11 seconds of power play for the Wildcats. 4-on-4 is a great chance to generate offense, but it's a great chance to generate for the other team to generate offense. So Wildcats really need a push here for a goal. Puck sent in the middle for Terrace. Shot blocked. Terrace going back after it. Trying to get that puck, and it keeps getting knocked away from him. And that puck sent out of the zone by the Thunder. And Blandon racing back for it, and that will be an icing because you cannot ice the puck on 4-on-4. Minute 28 left of 4-on-4, and then we have minute 28 left of 4-on-4, and then we have the 11 seconds of power play for the Wildcats. 7:32 left to go in this one. And it is a nail biter, but Gallant's got to fix his pads real quick. And if you look, the Wildcats are scheming right now, thinking about what to do. Still working on his pads. Gallant's still working on his pads. Oh, and he's done. And the Wildcats are yelling delay a game, but I think the goalie does have the right to fix his gear because people are shooting pucks at him. I mean, I hope it's on properly or else he's going to get very badly hurt. Off the draw, Zenefeld moves that puck around the boards for Terrio. Terrio loses it. Trying to gain possession is Coleman. Puck trying to get chipped out of the zone and held in by the Wildcats. Zenefeld gets it now. Stretches that up to Terrio. Terrio coming the other way with Mazzaroli, and he's offside. Blandon forces him offside. Good play by Blandon. Off the draw. Puck boosted ahead. Terrace going to grab it. Over to Sanford. Sanford is going to lose it, but Terrace gets on it hard. Takes that away from Steves. Little cutback. Still controlling it. And he loses it. Steves grabs it. Good hit by Terrace. Sent around the board. Zenefeld with it. And he's going to move that up ahead to Mazzaroli. Back to Zenefeld. Breakaway. And he misses the net. Puck bounces in front, though. Grabs now by Sanford. Zenefeld, good back check. Forces Sanford to dump it. Cousins trying to move that around the board. Sanford picks it off. Trying to cut back. Can't. Now puck put in open eyes. Terrio skating into it. Trying to go to the net. For his third goal. Shot hits a stick and goes up into the netting. We got 4 seconds left of the 4-on-4, and then 11 seconds of that power play for the Wildcats. 6:07 left to go here in this one.
Yes, I said it. 6:07.
Off the draw, puck to Gosling. Coming the other way. Making his way down the ice. Coming down the right side. Is wheeling. Trying to take it to the net. And he throws a reverse hit. Freeing up some space for his teammate to get the puck in front for Gosling. Gosling, another shot. Rebound put in by Breen. .4-3 now for the Thunderbirds. Still winning by 1, but we got 5:45 left in the game. Maybe the Wildcats can put one more in. 37-28 are the shots in favor of the Wildcats, and they're really bringing on the pressure. And Peters gets that puck after Thunderbirds win the draw. Over to Price. He's just going to get a soft dump. Gosling with that puck now in his own zone. Moves that around the boards for Nickerson. Trying to get it out. Can't. Puck's still in the zone. Pearl gets it. He's trying to force it out. He's knocked off that puck by Matthews. Price picks it up now. Moving up the boards. Matthews on it. Trying to send that to the middle. Can't. Gosling sends that into the zone. Puck getting wrapped around. Peters with it. Moves that up ahead. Puck grab coming the other way. Breen with it, trying to drive the net. And he's going to lose that puck in his skates. Good pinch by True. Nickerson on the outside, trying to throw that to the middle. Picked off by Peters. Puck held in low by Troop. Price wrapping it around the boards. Troop has it at the point. Puts that towards the net. Nickerson trying to grab it. Can't. And now stretch pass. Troop will break it off. Lance almost gets a breakaway. Good job by Troop to break up that play. Puck up to Pearl. Pearl can't quite hold on. Peters gets it now. Peters over to Zenefeld. Zenefeld with it. Stretches that ahead. Picked off by Stoddard. Stoddard moves it into the zone. Chamberlain with it. Coming around the net on the left side, trying to shoot it in. Can't quite. Now wheeling into that zone. McCray, he puts it in. Going after it. Banks puts it to the front. McCray trying to get a shot off. Can't. Banks following it up. He can't get a shot off. And that puck will be iced by the Thunderbirds. Yes, it will. And 3:56 left to go here in this one. Shots 37-28 for the Wildcats. And now they have an O-zone draw. O-zone draw here for the Wildcats. And Terrace moves that low. He has it and he loses it. Battling for it. Coming around the boards. And nice pinch by Gambin. Breen trying to get that puck down low. He's getting hit off it. And he can't get it. Trying to get out of the zone now, Thunderbirds. And they will. It will be an icing, but Chamberlain's going to beat it out. No ice. Sanford on it. Loses that puck low. Gets it back. Chamberlain all over him trying to steal it. Sanford makes it back to Terrace. And he trips on the invisible stick. Gambin with it, trying to get it out of his zone. O'Shea with it. He's going to move back in. Landon grabs it. Trying to make something happen here. We got 3 minutes left. Blandon up the boards. And he loses that puck. Gambin stretching it, trying to get to Sanford, and he's just unable to. And Wildcats trying to make a change, but they ice the puck, so they have to go back. And we got 2:47 left. This is a nail biter. Good thing I got my nails cut this morning, or I would be chewing all over them. But it's close. Off the draw. trying to force the puck the other way. Wildcats, they're going to get possession. Breen flicks it into the neutral zone. Nickerson trying to skate into it. Sorry, Sandberg trying to skate into it. Too far in front of him. Shot and nice glove save by Maxwell. 2:30 now left. And this is, like I said, it's close. And off the draw, shot. Just missed. Puck coming the other way now. Banks with it. Wildcats barely stay onside. He rips a shot. Gallant trying to get a shoulder on it. It goes high. Net empty. 6-on-5. Ringette with it. Up the boards. Trying to swat it away is Coleman. Trying to swat it away from the Thunderbirds. No ice. Puck comes into the Wildcats and Ringette with it now. And nice fake by Ringette. I thought he was going to wrap it, but he doesn't. He still has the puck. He's skating with it. And he stretches that up to Coleman, who moves that to McCray, barely outside. This will be an ice on the Thunderbirds. And the Wildcats have an O-zone draw with 1:46 left to go in this one. Someone called the fire department. There's a barn. It is on fire. And this is close. Very, very close. Wildcats applying lots of pressure. The game started out, Wildcats were all over the Thunderbirds. But then the Thunderbirds got two quick ones. And then they were dominating, but now the Wildcats are fighting their way back in. They just need one more goal. Off the draw, that puck coming around the zone, and Gambin keeps it in. Coleman in some pain. He's going to try and fight through it. Sanford trying to carry it the other way, and he loses the puck. But Gambin, nice job. Gambin, he clutches that up. Coming the other way now with it. Down the ice, trying to put that to the middle. And at the point, held in. Sanford shot, tipped high, and into the netting. 1:17 left. The Wildcats have 77 seconds. 77? It's a lucky number. 77 seconds left to make something happen. Well, technically 777, but still, double seven. Let's see if they can get something going. And off the draw, shot. It's going to miss, come up into the netting. And off the draw, Wildcats win the draw, but no one goes to grab it. In their own end now, Nickerson trying to send it ahead, and bad pass, Zenefeld picks it off, but he coughs it up. Coleman trying to take it the other way, loses it. It's okay, though. Gammon cycles that back to Coleman. He's trying to gain some speed. Wheel that into the zone. Terrio trying to take it from him. Coleman's going too quickly. Trying to make a move, and he loses it. Terrio with it towards the open net, and he misses. And it's an icing. 45 seconds left to go here. Wildcats trying to get towards the net. But so far, the Thunderbirds have been holding them back pretty well. And off the draw, trying to drive it towards the net. Wildcats, the shot's blocked. And nice play by Banks, trying to hold it in the zone. Puck comes out of the zone. Coleman with it. He has 34 seconds. They got to move quick. Coleman moves that up the boards for Sanford. Kicks it back to Coleman. Coleman moves that over to McCray. He's wheeling it in the zone. He gets knocked away from the puck, and the puck comes out. Coleman stops it, though, before it gets too deep. Coleman gets in the zone. They're offside. No, that was his chance. He has a step. 13 and a half seconds left to go here, and this is close. The Wildcats, they should line someone up at the boards from away from the draw. That's what they're doing. They need to win it back and send it over to Banks. They see it, though, and they have one of their D moving over. Wildcats, they should send two guys over. And off the draw, sent down the ice. This is going to be an icing, though. It's an icing! And the Wildcats have 8 seconds left with the O-zone draw. And a timeout called by the Thunderbirds. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And we're back after the timeout. 8 seconds left on the clock. Can they pull out the Wildcats? Can they get the goal? Net's empty, 6-on-5. O-zone draw. 8 seconds. Can they do it? And the Thunderbirds, it looks like they used the timeout to change their lines, even though they iced the puck. But the Thunderbirds called the timeout. I don't think you're not allowed to call timeouts after you ice the puck. I don't think you are. So anyway, off the draw, Terrace gets it, shot, rebound, it's open net. McCray trying to get a shot, and the Thunderbirds win, they block it. Wildcats close, Thunderbirds first win of the season. So final score, 4-3 Thunderbirds, shots 37-29, Wildcats, and the Stars, third star of the game with 34 saves on 37 shots. Number 31, Blake Gallant, second star of the game from the Valley Wildcats with 2 goals. Number 23, Lyndon Coleman, and first star of the game from the Moncton Thunderbirds with 2 goals, Kobe Terrio. I'm Alton Hope with High Button Sports. If you want to watch more of the Wildcats or Thunderbirds, check highbuttonsports.ca to see those. Wildcats on the 17th taking on the Kings here at 7 p.m. Thunderbirds' next game is on the 11th. A home game taking on the Fundy Thunder at 5:50 p.m. Like I said, I'm Alton Hope with High Button Sports. Thank you for watching. Watch out for those invisible sticks.